friends, welcome back to my page, DIY with Crafty Sarah. How are you tonight? I'm on just a few minutes early, but I didn't think I'd be on today, but our game got canceled. We had 3 inches of rain. So we'll see if we get anybody on. We are going to do a snowman stack. Just going to squirt out a few of my colors here. Hope you guys have had a good day. Thursday, tomorrow's Friday already. Isn't that nuts? How fast time goes. It's kind of crazy if you ask me. But nobody did. See if we can get anybody on. So I'm going to paint him white, the hat black, very traditional. The snowflakes are going to be white, but I think that we're going to, use shimmer frost on those after they're done. Just to make them a little bit different. And we'll see how much it adds. If it doesn't add enough, we'll go with something a little more, maybe even like diamond dust or something like that. So I'm just going to use my sponge brushes, and because this is going to take a couple coats, probably 3. White never seems to cover quite as good as it should. Debated to come on or not. You guys, I'm still talking in a tunnel. My ear's still plugged, my right ear. And I mean, you tell you, it's completely plugged. I don't really know what to do for it. I tried Afrin, but that didn't work. That didn't work. And actually, I'm kind of wondering if the Afrin was any good, because it should have dried my nose up right away, and it really didn't. So I'm going to dry this so I can get another coat on there, because I want it to be white. White. So pop on, tell me what you're doing, where you're from, what'd you do today, what'd you have for supper? We had tacos. Tacos on a Thursday. My husband goes, shouldn't be having tacos on a Thursday. I'm to the point where everything I make is so boring. I almost feel like it's the same crap over and over and over. But I suppose we all kind of feel like that, don't we? Oop, I'm dripping. Let me set that down. So I'm going to do these. I'm just going to pounce on my snowflakes. Let me tell you, this file was kind of the pits to cut. I bet I cut these snowflakes 5 times, because they would not come out of the wood. And then I enlarged them, and they came right out. So I think they're just too dang small. The detail is too small. Then I thought I had everything popped out, and I could see a couple of spots right there that are not popped out. Go figure. could even probably do the snowmen this way. That gives them a little bit of a texture, which isn't such a bad thing. First time I cut it out, it cut the hat right off. So the score line, they didn't score the hat, and there's nothing to keep the hat on. And I'm like, what in the world? Sometimes these files, I don't think people pay it, you know, they don't do like a sample cut to see if it's going to work. And it did not work. So then I made the cut line a score line, but it almost looks like in the picture that they have layers. Well, they didn't make it into layers. So, annoying. So I ended up making my snowman just a little bit bigger too. Because also, the stand that they made for him is made for 1/4 inch, not 1/8 inch. So there's that. Sometimes these files are not all they're cracked up to be. Of course, I'm not seeing, oh my gosh, no kidding, Jennifer. That's what I say too. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, why would you make it and make this be a cut line? No, it was here. So the whole top of the hat came off, and no, it was in 2 pieces. So the brim came off, and the hat, the little line in the middle, and the hat came off. I'm like, what in the heck? And there's nothing. I mean, I would have had to glue a popsicle stick behind it or something to keep it together. It's like, what in the heck? But it's absolutely a cute, it is a cute file. But it's like, seriously, I just want to say, what in the hell are you thinking when you make this file? Because if you were thinking, so our game got canceled tonight, you guys. We've had rain, and it's awesome, awesome, awesome. But I'm kind of over it. We've had 3 inches. I don't know, my daughter lives 45 miles away, and that's where my granddaughter plays ball. So I don't know what they've had, but we've had 3 inches. God, we needed it though, you guys. Holy mackerel, we needed it. But the mosquitoes are going to be rampant. Hey, Chris. Hi, Diane. Girl, you ordered that awesome transfer. Good for you. Okay, these are going to be green, orange for carrot nose, black for hat. And then he's got a hat band on there, so I could do that a color. I don't know what color, but I could do it a color. So I'm just going to do the green in light Hauser green, which is a Deco Art Americana paint. Because these snowflakes go over the top and they go in between the snowmen, the snowballs. It'll probably take me longer to do the details on this thing than it will be to actually paint this thing. I see another one that didn't pop out. There. Why is it you don't see them until you're painting them? Good gravy. So I suppose I'm going to have to give up and go to the doctor. She's going to look at me like I've lost my mind, honest to God. I have a new doctor, and I said, you probably won't see me much. Literally, after I said that, the next week I was in there because I had, my ear was plugged, and it was a big old blood clot that had dried up in there. And then, now it's this. Now my ear's plugged. my good Lord Almighty. I'm a mess. That's all there is to it. I'm a mess. Okay, now I'm going to do the hat. And I probably have enough black for 6 hats. Yeah, so Monday is a double header. So Monday I probably won't be here. I probably should go to that one. And then I think that, and she also has one Tuesday, but I don't think there's one on Thursday. See, now don't you think there should be, I feel like there should be a brim of that hat that should be cut extra that goes on there. But what do I know? I guess I'll just do this green, this too. Thought about doing a different green, but I'll just do it this green, and then I'll paint those little berries red. Guys got plans for the weekend? We do not. Actually, we do too. My husband's sister is getting buried on Saturday. She's been dead for 1.5 years. But her daughter lives in Las Vegas. And she's a teacher. So she's back for the summer. She comes back and hangs out with her parents for the summer, which is now just her dad. And so yeah, they are going to bury her on Saturday. There's eyeballs on these, but I'm not probably going to be able to see them too good. Okay, I'm going to stick those in there. Red for the berries. The base is black. This will be cuter than crap when it's done, but I'm telling you, it was a pain in the butt. And then I get determined. And I'm like, you are not going to win. I'm going to win. So I keep cutting and keep cutting. And finally, I got it. I think I might be seeing comments tonight, you guys. Shocker. Of course, I get a runny nose as soon as I get on here. So paper towel it shall be. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Oh, and let me show you these while I'm here. Oh my Lord. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look, you guys. So these are the lights that I have that, look how they flicker. And then there's a timer. And then they're solid. But isn't the Nutcracker adorable? Oh my gosh. He is adorable. Now I got to show you him in, I did one with clear, and then I did one with colored lights. Isn't that cute? Oh my Lord. Now this one's on a timer, but it doesn't flicker. I just thought, I'm going to put one with colored lights. But, oh my gosh. I think he is absolutely adorable. He came out last year, you guys, at Christmas time, and my laser was down, and so I wasn't able to cut him out and make him, so I'm doing some of those things now. But oh my Lord, I love him. Last year I had people like begging for Nutcracker stuff, so we'll see how this year brings. This year they probably won't give 2 craps about it. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, aren't the colored ones cute? You know, you can't win, but I'll try. I shall try. And I tried to cut some stuff out for a whatnot next week. So I kind of smeared my white in this because I feel like it should have a brim and it doesn't. So I'm just painting along the white and when I cut it, I should have cut myself a brim, but I didn't. Because I enlarged him, so I would have had to cut it out the bigger, but I didn't. I think I'm going to have to, well, maybe not. I think I'm going to have to put another coat on the, maybe I'll just dab them with what's on it, on the snowflakes, but I am going to use that silver shimmer, what is it called? Shimmer Frost. But I want to see how shimmery it is, because I want them to show. I want them to show. So if that's not shimmery enough, I'm going to use, are these dry? I don't think so. My booth this year, when I do some of my shows, I'm going to have lighted stuff everywhere. So I have all these snow globes. Then I have another one that I saw that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so dang cute. I want to do that too. It's a snowman standing by a tree. I think he might have, I don't know if he was this year or last year. I think he was last year. Something like that. Then you get what goes over the edges, and that you don't want that because that just messes up everything too. Just messes up everything. I'm going to get my ink pad. I want to ink those. And I think, do I want to ink around the snowman? I do want to paint. I can see these eyeballs. So tomorrow, meeting my girlfriend at 7:45 in the morning, and we are heading off to some garage sales. That start at 8, but we won't get there till 8:30 probably. It's a golf course, and they have 60 garage sales, you guys. 60. We went 2 years ago, and I got some good stuff. Good craft stuff. So I hope we score this year. And I think our rain might be off for tomorrow. Sure hope so. For us and for them, because nothing's worse than trying to have a garage sale in crappy weather. It's almost, you know, hot weather's bad too, and it is going to be hot tomorrow. Last year we went, or 2 years ago we went in June, and I remember I went to a lady's house and I was feeling really dizzy. So I asked her if I could sit on her steps, and she was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I sat down, and that was in June. And you know what, you guys? In September, I was in open heart surgery that year. I had no idea. No idea that I had anything going on. And then today, my son calls me this morning, and he goes, so I have to go to Facebook to find out that my mom's having open heart surgery. And I said, what? He goes, it's on Facebook, you're having open heart surgery. And I'm like, I'm going to get my ink pad for this. I'm like, no, I'm not. And I said, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but I'm not having open heart surgery. He goes, Mom, it's on Facebook. You're having open heart surgery. And I said, where is it on Facebook? He goes, it's on your page. And I go, it is not. Because I looked at my page, and my page shows my grandson that's grown in 18 years like a weed. And I said, I don't see it. And he goes, then he goes, just a minute. And then he comes back and he goes, oh my God, Mom. He said, that is from 2024. And he goes, somebody, Susan, one of my friends, put a post, replied to something on it, and that brought it right to the top. You know how that does? And nobody looks at the date on anything. They just assume that it is what it is. So my kid thought I was going into open heart surgery. I'm like, I am not going to go into surgery. He's like, okay, Mom, bye, love you. Like, love you too. Goofball. And my husband said, does he seriously think we would go do something like that and not tell our kids first? He goes, good God. We would not. I thought I saw something that needed popped out. He goes, I would not put you under the knife and not tell our kids. Good Lord. I'm like, I know. But he was just sure of it. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And then I told him, I said, go on there and tell those. And so then I had people saying, oh my gosh, prayers for you, prayers for you. And I'm like, I don't need any prayers. I don't have any surgery happening. And I told my son, I go on there and put down that I'm fine and that this is an old post. So he went in there and he put, this is an old post. She's as healthy as a horse. No surgery. Now I'm a horse. So then because he tagged me in it, I was able to find it and I deleted it. It can go. It's 2 years old. It can go. Actually, I had it in September of 24. Yeah. So this September will be 2 years. Hi, Cindy. How are you? So this weekend we'll be funning around with my friend because we're going to do it on Saturday too. And my daughter and my granddaughters and my son. We had that planned before they had so I think I'm going to put that down right there. I'm supposed to draw a mouth on these things, and I don't know if I feel good enough about doing that. Let me see if my pencil. So this one, they just did like squiggly. And This one is just kind of off that way. And this one is just a smile. So, you know, I'm going to grab my Posca. That will work fabulous. Got my, that's silver. Don't want silver. That's gold. What the heck? That's silver too. Get that out of there. Now I feel like I have these. I have my black ones in. There's a black one, but it's a 3. I have my. I feel like they're in my. Well, I'm in a class, you guys, and I do. I'm just gonna go with that one. I do it on watercolor paper. Get rid of that silver. I don't need that, but I am gonna grab my small black one. It's right here. I thought it was anyway. Maybe I already have it over there. Oh, I do. It's right here, you guys. Okay. So I'm going to, oh my God, that's silver. I must have threw the black one in. What did I just do? Oh my goodness, I tell ya. Sometimes I scare myself. Here it is. I threw the wrong one. Okay. So I'm just going to draw this with my Posca, which is an acrylic paint marker. You can get them on Amazon, get them at Walmart, get them at Hobby Lobby. Grandkids love them. They asked for them for Christmas. And when Grandma knew what they were, they thought I was pretty cool. They're like, Grandma has Posca. What? Yeah. Yep. Grandma's cool. Okay, so now they have taken a small marker and they've gone around the outer edges of the snowman. So they just kind of take lines, just kind of go. Just along the edge. No dots or anything, basically just like squigglies. And then just kind of go down and around. I think it's just to define the snowballs. My hand gets stuck on the tape. Oop, I got stuck on the tape. So it's going to have to be, it's just going to have to be what it's going to be. And then they put a dot in the eyes. I'm going to grab out my chalks. So the big nose goes on the bottom one. Whoop, you know what I did? I put the, oh well. I should have put that mouth down further, guys. Crap. I bet I should have done that on all of them. Why didn't I put the nose on first? They're all going to have to get moved. Maybe the top one won't. Nope. Top one won't, but these bottom ones will. Crap. Crapola. Should have put the nose on first. Note to self. See, it just goes along with the rest of these. They've been a pain in my butt all day. They're still a pain in my butt. Oh, my Lord. He can stay that way, though. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Holly. Yeah, Cindy. Wasn't that crazy? You're like, I just saw her last night. That's like, they said that I saw on Facebook, they said Al Roker died. I told my husband, I go, John, look, they say Al Roker died. I just saw him on the Today Show this morning. Like, people are crazy. They are crazy. I tell you. That one needs to have, well, maybe that one too. Needs to have a double coat, and then we'll be good. Then I'll go back and do it after. I'll go back. I'll go back later. We'll get the noses glued on. I'm such a hot mess. Hot mess express. Now I'm going to have to go for my glue too, you guys. Hang on. Holy mackerel. I only have to go 2 steps, but I hate to go out of the screen all the time. I know that's annoying. Okay. So this little nose, there's 3 different noses. And they're different sizes, and they go 3 different ways. And this one is shooting off this way. So I'm just going to put that one right there. This one's just a little bit bigger. That one's going to go there. And they'll get their mouths later. And that one goes there. See, they're going to be cute. It's going to be cute when it's done. But, holy Moses. Holy Moses. So I'm just going to add some glue to this, just kind of hit and miss. You could use a, and I might just smear it around a little bit. You could use a makeup sponge and do it. You don't have to have every single speck of it covered with glue. Actually, I probably have more covered with glue than I need to. This one's mouth is going to be like right next to that, which is the way it's supposed to be. So I want to, so this is the next size. And I'm not sure that these are different sizes. Mine are, because I cut this like 6 times, I told you. So I don't even know if I'm using them all from the same cut. I feel like I just grabbed, let's see, this one's a smaller one, so I think I'm going to go there with that one. And this is the bigger one of these 2. Which, like I said, I don't know that in, you know, if you want me to cut this for you, I'm not sure that they would be any different. I don't know why I went clear out on the edge, because that's supposed to go the other way. So is that one. What a goof. Kelly. Thank you. I appreciate that, girl. So now I'm going to take this Shimmer Frost, which is a Chalk Couture paste, and I'm just going to see if that will make this change at all. You guys, it does. It's shimmery. Yeah. I like that. And if you just hopped on, I need to show you check out my Nutcracker. I just did him today. Him and in the colored and then the white lights. I love him. I love him. But you guys, I'm a sucker for anything that's lit up. And I'm not kidding. I'm a sucker for anything that's lit up. Dang it, I see. Then I'm afraid I'm going to bust off. My kid called me. That's what I think too, Cindy. If he calls back, I should have sent him a message. Yeah, I like that a lot. A lot. I didn't think maybe it would show up enough, but it does. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but you can see it. So on June 18th, I go to Kentucky for a chalk, what they're calling this year Camp Chalk. So it isn't going to be like our convention that we normally have. It's limited to 100 people. And I got in, and my friend Rhiannon, she is my roommate whenever we do this stuff, which is awesome. And I'll find out what the new stuff coming is. So I'm excited to find out what that's going to be. And I'm excited to see my chalk sisters and hang out with like-minded people. And it's going to be a weekend of, actually it's a Thursday and a Friday. And then I fly in on Thursday, so it's Thursday night. So I hope I hope everything's on time and I don't get delayed and all that crap, because holy mackerel, that would be so sad. So this gets glued on top of this. And I don't know if these are any different in size. Yep, they are. This is a smaller one. Again, it's probably my mistake, but whatever. I'm just hodgepodging this one together. So I'm going to put the smaller one up here. I might have fun getting those mouths in there, but whatever, I'll figure it out. This is going together quick. Oh, my nose is itchy. I better get my air figured out before I get on an airplane, shouldn't I? Because that'll be a disaster. Been there, done that. I have the dumbest ears anyway. Okay. I'm going to take this off of here. You guys, that's pretty dang cute. Here's my other one, you guys. And this one has clear lights, and they flicker. It's a different kind of a light stream. It wasn't what I thought it was, but I love it. And then I can do it, then you can do it for solid too if you want solid. So it's first on, flicker. Second, I think, is timer, flicker. And then third is solid, and then off. But anyway. Too cool. Oh, you know what? I should do what color should I do the hat band, you guys? This little holly's going to go up there. Should I do silver? Kind of thinking that would be kind of cute. I could just do it silver with this Posca. I have it scored, if I can see it. That kind of just sets it apart from being just solid. Isn't that cute though, you guys? I thought it was so dang cute. Then when I went to cut it out, I'm like, you're so cute, but you're making me mad. I want to say something to him too, like, you need to do better on your files. Then I think, am I the only one? Because I'm not techie, you guys. I'm not techie at all. So if I have to do anything extra, I'm lost. Should have done this before too. Good old chalks from 1900. Right, Cindy? They are from a long time ago. All right, do I have everything? I think so. So then they took some white and they just kind of went around the hat and just kind of drizzled it down a little bit. And I almost feel like that's when I feel like there was another piece on their hat, because it looks like there's another piece. And then they just kind of went over their carrots. Just kind of willy-nilly. Then I want white for my eyes. Let me grab a style. Oh, here's one. Grab a stylus. I think there might be enough white right there to do it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's pretty cute. That is pretty cute. There's one girl that I buy from, that I have bought from. I think she's from Ukraine, and her files are terrible. Her stuff is cute as crap, but her files are terrible. They are terrible. You'll get a holly leaf up there. And I think that he's done. If he's dry enough to not slip and fall, I don't think that it won't take long for the little holly to dry. He's too cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. And you know what? You wouldn't even have to put faces on them, like smiles. You could put dots, you know, I might do that too. Like this bottom was going to be hard. Might have to just put dots. Oop. Crap. Just spent one of those little greens. It's going to have another piece in there. It's going to have to go, maybe I have the wrong one. Let me grab the other one. One of them was a little bit bigger than the other one. Yep. I painted the wrong one. I painted the wrong one. You know what? I'm going to take that off of there. I glued that on the back, but I feel like it should have one more layer. So anyway, there you go, guys. Isn't that the cutest little thing? I love it. I love him, but he's kind of a pain in the behind. But oh my gravy, he's cute. I think I'm going to have to make a couple more. Oh boy. I'm going to get this glue off of here. And then I'm going to have to paint that black. And actually, I have a plenty of paint right there, so I'm just going to, so I don't waste it. Let me find something to put that on so I don't get it all over creation. Isn't it cute, Kelly? Oh my gosh, yeah. It makes me happy. It brings me joy. A lot of the things I've painted lately bring me joy. Like that nutcracker. That nutcracker brings me joy. But I'm telling you, when I was cutting this thing out, I was not joyful. Because I'm thinking to myself, what in the heck? I kept thinking, is there something wrong with my laser? Why am I not able to cut? Why am I not able to punch out those snowflakes? And then I thought, maybe they're too small. The detail. So I made them a little bit bigger, and lo and behold, they popped out. Go figure. So that's going to go to the other one that I have. So I do have another one there that I can paint too. Those will sell at my craft show. Holy mackerel, will they ever sell. Those are adorable. All right, guys. I know, me too. Because you can leave them out all winter. All winter long. I love them. They are so cute. But this stuff is pretty fragile. You really have to be careful when you store it, because these little pieces are pretty wimpy. Maybe I could make them all bigger. So you guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all so much for popping in, hanging out with me. I will see you probably sometime next week. Not Monday, because my granddaughter has her double header. Well, I'll have to look at that. Is that from Diane? Next Thursday and Friday? Okay, I'll look and see here. I'll get them done for you. Alrighty, guys, have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.